Alright, we're with firefighter Bert McDonough today. Nice. And Chad Stanglin is over here in the other workstation trying to ignore us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're going to stumble our way through using the new Moorhead course management online learning software and stuff. Isn't that right, Bert?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, we're going to start off by saying that this software only works on computers that are connected to the city's network, so you can't access this from home at this time. And you can't access it from any computer that's using like a wireless internet connection to get online. So at one of the city's computers, you'll get yourself to the Fireline page and then click in the upper right hand corner on the training tab. That'll bring you to the training page, and the first news story on the top should be the link to get over to the Moorhead course management software. So go ahead and click on that link, and after a minute of loading, it'll pull up the welcome screen for the new Moorhead course management software. Now, right now it's got Moodle showing for the title up at the top, and that'll probably say Moorhead course management by the time you guys are logging on to this. But you're not able to do anything yet with this software until you log in, and there are two places you can do that. You can do that down in the lower left, or you can do that in the, where am I there? In the upper right hand corner. So you'll go ahead and click log on, and it's going to bring up a box here for you to enter your username and password. And this will be the same username and password that you use when you're logging into your computer. Right now Bert's at my computer, and so it automatically pulled in my information. But you'll want to type in your stuff. So Bert, why don't you go ahead and type in your username and password. And then this will bring you to the main menu where you can see different categories of courses that are available. When the system gets up and running, there'll probably be course categories for the fire department, for operations, and various other departments in the city. But for right now, we've just got things under miscellaneous. So why don't you go ahead and click on that. And it'll bring up two different courses that are currently being run. The first one is draining pumps for the winter, and another one is one that IT is testing on. So you'll go up to the upper left-hand corner and click on that draining pumps for winter. And it's going to start to list the course content for it. You might think that you're just going to jump in and start getting into this course here, but we have to actually enroll to take that course. So over on the left under administration, you'll want to click on a line that says enroll me in this course. So you say you're officially going to take it. Wants to make sure you do actually want to enroll for the course, so you click yes. And the computer's going to think about it, and now down in the lower left hand corner under my courses, it shows that one of your courses is draining the pumps for winter, and it brings you back up to that actual course. This course has three different units: draining the pumps on engine 1 and 2, draining the pumps on engine 11 and 22, and draining the pumps on the ladder. And what you'll do for each one of these segments is you'll first of all click on the video, and when you click on that, it's going to pull up a separate window, and it'll automatically play the video for that unit, like it's doing right now. Okay, so we're here with firefighter Alan. Okay. And then once the video gets done playing, it's simply going to stop in the window like any of the other YouTube videos that we've seen for the fire department, and pull up all the other options. So what you'll do is you'll go to the upper right hand corner and click out of that window. Just click the X to close it out, and then go down to the next option for that unit, which will be to take the quiz. That'll pull up a window telling you this is the quiz you're going to take, how long the quiz is open for people to take, and there's a box you click that says attempt the quiz now. Click on that and you get the opportunity to actually take the test. We'll walk through question number 1 here. It says the pump drain should be left open after draining the pump to signify that it's dry. This is a true-false question. We've got true-false, multiple choice, and several different variations of questions. When you select the answer that you think is correct, you'll click the answer like Bert just did, and then you'll have to click submit to register that particular answer. And that gives you some feedback to let you know, hey, were you right or were you wrong, and let you know what the score is for that. So there's kind of 2 steps to answering each one of the questions. You'll continue that all the way through down to the end of the test. Now Bert's been working his way through the test, and we're kind of learning the software as we go through. And we kind of discovered something here. Bert's going to go through and answer question number 5, and maybe we'll get it right, maybe we won't. Should the rear intake bleeder drain be left open? He's going to select true and hit submit. And notice it brought us all the way back up to the top of the page again to question 1, which means you're going to have to scroll all the way down to answer. I think one thing we can do with this software, if I'm not mistaken, is you can select all your answers all the way down and then hit the submit button and it'll fill in the rest of the stuff. At least I think. Let's see what happens if Bert does that. Here. Now, Bert's gone through and answered all the questions on the quiz. There's a couple things I should point out while we're here. One of them is that there's many different types of questions that we can have. We can have fill-in-the-blank type questions like we've got here where you see a bigger box and he's asked to type something in. The last question here, number 10, is multiple answers. It says choose at least one answer for the question, and it says right up here, pick all that apply. And so you'll have to read the answers carefully. It's not just necessarily one answer that's there. One thing I'm going to have Bert do is his question number 8 that he had here, he answered true, and I happen to know that that is the right answer, but I'm going to have him pick false so we can see a wrong answer come up. And before we submit all these, the software is set up so that it randomizes the questions and it randomizes the order of the answers. So just because Bert took his test this way and he knows here's what the answers are, when the next person logs on and takes this test, or if Bert takes this test again to try to get a better score, which he can do, the questions are going to come up differently. So just writing down A, B, A, C, A, D won't really do anybody any good on this stuff. When you get to the end, there's some options down at the bottom here. You can save without submitting. If you're not sure about it and you want to come back and redo it. Or you can submit all the answers and finish. Or it says you can submit the page. I think if you submit the page, it'll put in the answers and you can go back and see which were right and which were wrong. So why don't you hit that middle one where it says submit page. Alright, brought us back to the top of the screen. As we scroll down, we should be able to see what kind of answers we had for each one, whether they were right or they were wrong. And question number 8 shows that, yep, that was incorrect. And it gives you some feedback if we have it set up to do that. Right now it just says incorrect. On some more advanced tests it might give you a hint about why the answer is right or why the answer is wrong. Once you submit all and finish on the bottom, alright. And it'll log that you've taken that quiz and you already knew how many you got right or how many you got wrong on it, and should be able to move on to the next section. To get back to the rest of the class, there's a link down at the bottom that says test 0701, which is the course number. And you can click on that and it'll bring you back again to the individual units, and you can then take unit number 2 and unit number 3. Bert, that's all I know. What do you know?
I don't.
All right. Great. Hey, thanks for your input, Chad.
You bet. What I can do to help you, Jeff.
All right. We'll catch you all later.